Hello everyone, Mike1217 here, welcome back to Breath of the Wild. I did not have a shield equipped. Oh, that's because all my shields were metal, so I had to take one out because it was lightning and stuff here. This is the same path I took, wasn't it? The fire chutes had me thinking it was a different path somehow, and they just showed up out. That's weird. That's very weird. Okay, well now I know that I don't want to go this direction at all. Now it's a waste of time. Okay. Yeah, it's weird how I mean, I don't know if I go back, am I gonna see ice chutes now? I don't know. Well, now I'm gonna try this direction. See, the tough thing is, if we get to a dead end, I'm gonna have to climb again. I have a good general idea of where the shrine is. I've seen it from above. Going back here is not gonna help. I'm gonna stick to this way for now. But at least I know that that's there, so that's noted that there's a path here with a fork, nonetheless. So I'm just gonna figure this path out later. I'm gonna stick to this path here because it just seems like this goes closer to the shrine. But sometimes the most direct path isn't the right path. So going this way, oh boy. Again, I'm kind of taking the most direct route first and then kind of going from there. This is a dead end, so I'll just keep going this way. As long as you know where the shrine is, like like a relative direction to go into where the shrine is, then you can figure this out. But yeah, you really do have to go up above the maze to see where the shrine is in order to kind of have a plan of how to navigate the maze. And this will give me a good marker of where I've been. Another treasure chest has been opened. A new weapon as well that I don't mind having. Actually a pretty good weapon. I love my royal broadswords. Oh jeez. I might have to backtrack and retrack again. I'm starting to get really out of it. Yeah, I just did a circle right there. So let's go this way and see, that's gonna take me back to where I was. So I can go back here. I don't dead end anyway. This is the direction I want to go in, that's the dead end. So I might have to go back to that fork path that I saw way back towards what I would call the beginning, which is right behind the shrine. Oh. Well, maybe not. Yeah. The quote-unquote beginning that I'm referring to is the section right behind the shrine that I dropped down to from above. And I kind of like know my surroundings there, so my strategy is to keep going back to that and then taking different paths from there. Something that I call backtracking and retracking. It's hard to explain. It's basically where you like go back to a certain point that you recognize your surroundings, and then you have to unequip the shield again. No, don't drop it. Shit. You go back to a spot that you recognize your surroundings, and then you kind of go from there, and then you you kind of know what path you've gone down to take a new path. The thing I'm doing now, I just don't feel like I'm anywhere close to the shrine. That's my issue. I just feel like that metal block must have been a red herring. Makes you think you're going somewhere important because it's blocking a section of the map off, but I don't understand. I just don't feel like I'm going anywhere important, but I might as well kind of wander around it. There's some keys. Anytime you see new enemies, that's a good thing. It means you haven't been there. Then I have a general direction that I have in mind. It's likely that I'm pretty good with my directions, like my north, south, east, and west. It's tough to explain that skill, and that's just a skill in life. I'm not just talking about in this game, but I'm talking about in life. Just when you're, wandering around. This is back at the beginning. When you're wandering around, oh, where's north, where's east, where's west, without using like a compass or something, if you know what I mean. So that's kind of the logic that I'm using here. Unfortunately, I'm back to the beginning. Now what I want to look for, see, that's where the shrine is. So I want to head back in here. Well, now I'm brought into this. I want to get as close to the walls in here as I can. And then just kind of run around this way. So now I know what direction I'm heading in now. I'm heading kind of... Well, no, I keep getting in dead ends again. A random electric chew jelly. And electric keys. No, not electric keys, electric chew. I'm not quite sure the chews are showing up because, again, like earlier I had electric chews and then I had fire chews in the same spot. It's weird. Like I took down the electric chews and then I went back to that same path and I saw fire chews and it just didn't make sense. Oh jeez, okay. That is still where the shrine is, right up above. This is curious. It's indented right here, this wall. Well, I can try going around this way. I really want to get back to where I originally was, behind the shrine. Maybe I won't need to. This block might take me there. I'm gonna note it for now. I don't think that block's gonna take me anywhere important. Well, I might as well check it out now. I think it's just gonna take me some kind of treasure. That's my guess. So, about. I'm gonna move it back to where. Yeah, I'm just gonna move it back to where it was. It's a little bit annoying to have to do it that way, but oh well. Get some treasure. What do we got? More money? Yeah, pretty much more money. Okay, I'll move that back to where it was, so it's not in the way. The direction I want to go into would be right, if I can get to a point that I can turn right. Now we have another metal box. Can I move it anywhere? It's just gonna be in the way, really. Don't drop it on yourself, that's for sure. That was not very good placement. Oh, it's good enough. It got me in here. Damn. See, this is tougher than you may think it is. Like when you first get into this maze in particular, it seems pretty easy. It doesn't seem like there's very many places to go, and then when you really get into it, it's like, damn, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. And since there aren't very many enemies, and the ones that are here are just really cheap things like keys and choo-choos, I guess the game expects this to be your first maze, because later on you fight like moblins and the Zaphos and stuff in these things. I don't think I'm anywhere close to the damn thing, but this is like, feels like a new section. There's something very new feeling about this. I don't know how to describe it because everything in the mazes look the same. And I just feel like I'm getting further and further away. See, now I'm back out to the, what I would call the courtyard, which is the beginning. There we are again. So we've, again, not made any progress, which is grand. If I can get up behind it again, on the other side of where I'm standing, I'd be happy. I don't want to go back in that way, though. I'm going to go back in this way. What point do I start cutting? That's the question. I really don't know. I want to show the whole thing. I don't want to cut around because you're going to be confused at where I'm at. This is a lot more closer to where I want to be. Now I'm gonna keep heading in this direction. This is a circle and a dead end. Okay, if this makes me turn right, I'm turning back. But this makes me turn left, which is good. And right, okay, I'm going in directions that I want to go in. Okay, this is very helpful. A ladder, that is really, I think I'm there. I think I'm there. What is this? Is there thorns of some sort? Do I have to light this on fire or what? I have a feeling I have to light that up, climb up it, and I'll be in. Problem is, there's nothing to light. I have no fire arrows. If I had fire arrows, I'd be in great shape right now. And I don't even know if you see that, but there's some red sparks up in the air. Very curious. I have nothing. I have no fire arrows, no fire weapons. No, that's okay. The red sparks was making me think it was getting hot. No, it means blood moon. And that's bad news for a maze, because now all the enemies come back, taking away any traces of where you've been. Luckily, I've made it far enough in here that I'm done now. Not only have I just made it far enough in here to get to the shrine, but I've gotten to the shrine. So that's that. I'm cool with that. Yeah, you might even hear it, but the Guardian should be back too. But that's okay. We're gonna make our way out of here. I think I really have no choice but to warp from here. So I'm just gonna finish this off and then warp back to the other shrine that I did last episode to start it off. I'm just gonna do that. Or I could warp to a village, and because at this point I'm gonna be at 4 spirit orbs. I don't have enough to get one more heart container, so maybe I'll just warp to a village after this. Unsurprisingly, this is a blessing, so gonna pick up our spoils and be on our way. Ooh, that's a new headpiece. The Barbarian Helm, and I believe you get all 3 of these pieces in the in shrines as well. So the Barbarian armor boosts your attack. So this is the only piece we have of that right now. And I've never had I don't think I've ever had all 3 pieces. I'm not sure. But it might come in handy eventually. So this will give us 4 spirit orbs, and as I was saying before I came in here, I'm gonna warp to a village and probably just go from there. Honestly, just go to the forest from there. I might even just warp to the forest from there too. What the hell? So yeah, that looks like what I'm gonna do. I know I said I don't like warping as much. I like to just explore the lands, but I just wanna get it over with, I guess. This whole Master Sword thing. Wow, these things are like right on your tail when you get out of it. I am curious, just because I want to test my curiosity out. Okay, well, never mind. I thought this wind would take me back up. I'm curious how they expect you to get out of the maze, actually. Now that I think about it, how are you supposed to get out of here? You float, like, forever to get here. So, I'm going to explore a little bit for shits and giggles. Oh, what is this? Okay, no, this is worth checking out. This was, I guess, opened up after you beat the shrine. Yeah, what is this? We have a treasure? That's cool, I guess. I can pick up some... Ooh! Man! Uh-oh. Well... Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm just warping. I'm warping. Okay, I'm gonna go to Hetino Village. Yeah, that's something I got really late in the game in my first playthrough. It gives you Guardian Resist. It doesn't... I don't really notice how much it helps, and I can't remember if there's any other armor. No, there is Guardian armor that does also affect your Guardian Resistance. But, whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna... turn in my spirit orbs, get my last heart container, and I'm gonna change my clothes too. And by change my clothes, I mean dye my clothes. Just to get a different look. I like to change my look up a little bit as I play throughout the game. So, I mean, all I really do is just dye the Hylian hood. I'm going to stick with the green tunic, just to give it a classic feel. So really, I'm not going to dye that much. It's not really that important. The important thing is to get my heart container, so I'm going to do that first, and then I'll also just wander around the village, see what other side quests there are to do. So that's probably going to be the remainder of this episode. Also, just because I just thought of it randomly, I want to see how much wood I have for Terry Town. I have 13 bundles. I think he wanted 10. I can't remember now. Actually, yeah, let's find out. It should say it somewhere in here. From the ground up should be the side quest. Where are you? From the ground up. 10 bundles of wood. So I might go and do that too. I probably could have just warped to Terrytown then, but that had a god statue in it. Oh well. Shouldn't be too far from here, is it? I don't really remember. I'm kind of playing around in my head with ideas what to do next. You know, I was saying going into that shrine that I might just warp to a town, turn in my spirit orbs, and then go warp straight to the woods. But now I'm starting to have second thoughts just because I have some other things on my mind. I might as well go to Terrytown too. Let's see how close that is. I think actually Terrytown, yeah, it's in here. It's a far way away. I'm just gonna warp there, screw it. I'm gonna warp over to Terrytown, turn in my wood, and then I'm gonna warp over to the forest. So we're gonna do some warping, it's no big deal. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about it. I mean, I can warp to the woods and then travel from there to Terrytown. And that way I can also make my way to the... What are you doing? From the woods I can make my way towards Terrytown, and then I can also try to pick up the tower that covers the Akkala region up. And then I can uncover that much needed chunk of land on my map. So that would be good. He told me nothing. He was pointing his pitchfork at me. It looked like he was about to attack me. So I'm like, oh, maybe he's a Yiga member or something. Okay. I always get lost in this village trying to find my way around and find where that statue is. Yeah, it'd be good to do some shopping around here too. It's always good to check out the stores every now and then to see. I mean, there's nothing new in them. I'm thinking with Mario Odyssey logic, you know, like in that game, it's a good idea to check the stores every now and then because there'll be something new in them, like a new outfit or something. But in this game, unfortunately, that doesn't happen. Here's the dye shop, so I can go in there, I guess. Oh, hold on, let's just run up here. This is where the statue is, right up on top of this hill, and right over here. So, turn spirit orbs, we will get in our heart container, and will this give us another row? I'm too lazy to count how much we have right now. It should be 15 per row. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I need one more to complete a row, and I can't remember what the number is to pull the Master Sword out, so I'm really just guessing. It's very possible I might not have to collect another 4 Spirit Orbs. I hope that's not the case. I really do hope I have enough right now. But I'm gonna change my clothing up a little bit, so nothing really too interesting going on here, so I'll cut this out and show you how I look after this. Okay, so what I got on now is really all I changed. I changed my snow outfit, which would be my warm doublet and my snow quill trousers. I made both of those black, so I would kind of contrast with the snow when I'm out there in the cold regions. And then the big change I made was to my Hylian hood, making it crimson. I just feel like every divine beast I get on, I'm gonna change the color of my Hylian hood because that's what I wear the most. So it'll just kind of indicate that I've made progress in my Hylian hood changes color. I don't know. That's just a strange idea that I have going on with this playthrough. So who knows what color it'll be after I finish this next divine beast. Not that color really matters, but it just, yeah, it shows. For me, it shows progression. So that's why I'm doing it. Anyway, I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping. I'm about running out of time here. So with that in mind, that I'm near the end of this episode, I think what I'm gonna do is end this episode on a cliffhanger. I'm just gonna warp straight to the woods, and I'm not gonna try to pull the Master Sword out in this one. I'm just gonna save it for next time. So yeah, I'm gonna do a cliffhanger. I guess it's not a good idea to tell everyone that you're doing a cliffhanger a few minutes before you actually cliffhang. Oh well. Nah. I wasn't the best about drama anyway. Just do all my business over here and then be done with it. Does he have fire arrows? Because I could really use them right now. Could really use them. Bomb arrows? Well, I'm actually not going to buy those. I'm going to save my money. Those are also bomb arrows. Just going to take care of a couple more things here, then I'll be out of here. So, I'm going to go over to my house to see if there's anything I can add to it. It's really, and the only thing I can think of is a mount, I guess, for my shields. So, I'll do that, and then we'll be out of here. Don't mind me, I'm just kind of lightening the mood up a little bit, kind of trying to relax before I go try to become King Arthur. It doesn't hurt. So, yeah, we'll add some stuff. 5,000 rupees? No, 100 rupees. Okay, good. What are we gonna do? Do I have to talk to him again? Build me something. I want installations. A bed. That's very important, is getting a bed in here. That way I can sleep here whenever I need to. Like, if I ever want to pass time, I can just sleep here instead of building a fire. So, I mean, I really don't know how much I'm going to use that. I used that all the time in my first playthrough. But, I don't know if I'm really going to use that much here. Also, I never noticed that he wore pink while we're on the subject of clothing colors. I never noticed that guy wore pink. I don't know if he changed or what. Or that's an interesting detail if the game like has the NPCs change their clothing color, because I never noticed him wearing pink, like the pink pants and the headband thing that he has on. It sounds so lame talking about all that color stuff. Anyway, let's get out of here. I'm gonna warp, and we're gonna go over to the woods and leave everyone on a cliffhanger. Because cliffhangers are fun. That's a perfect cliffhanger. Let's see if I'm gonna pull the Master Sword out or not. Alright, here we are in the luscious Korok Woods. And next time on Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we are gonna learn if we're strong enough to wield the Master Sword. So I'll try to leave it on a good camera angle here. I don't know, that's good enough. Alright, we'll find out what happens next time, folks.